Yeah. You need to start cringe max. I feel like people are not out of out as much. Like you need to start like you need to be cringe. Like go out of your way to be cringe. Go out of your way to make a fool of yourself, bro. And making a fool of yourself makes you be makes you be heard. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing on being successful is getting attention. If you don't have attention, how the fuck are you gonna be successful? You know, and this being successful in any field or industry you want to be in requires you to be seen. If you fill out that job application, right, and you have 1,000 other people are filling out the same job application, how you gonna get seen? How you gonna get picked out of the? You gotta get attention. You gotta do the extra work to get seen and get attention. That's cringe maxing. But cringe maxing is not about just getting attention. It's about putting yourself out there, putting yourself um out there to succeed. Cringe maxing is not also about just putting does not cringe maxing does not also about mean putting yourself out there and getting attention. It just means you're being your true self, bro. And you being your true self can be cringe. You are in art. It's subjective. So a lot of people is gonna like what they see. A lot of people is not gonna like what you, which is great because you're gonna have supporters, hence lovers. You're gonna have haters, right? That don't like you, but it's fine because you are you, and you only matter. And if you're cringe maxing, you're being your true self, right? There's a bunch of ways to cringe max, right? But if you be your true self and you act weird, or you like act different, you know what I'm saying, from other people, that could be cringe, but you're being yourself. So cringe maxing is something you gotta do. There's a bunch of ways you can go about it, but also you need to like truly. I feel like the feeling of being embarrassed, right? Being embarrassed is something uh, that is something that's extremely underexplored. Like you really gotta find that feeling of embarrassment and get used to it. Because the more times you fail, the more times you put yourself out there, the more confident you're getting. The more times your body and your mind is getting used to that feeling, which inevitably lets your body know and mind know that, hey, I'm still alive. Like, hey, it's not as bad as I thought it would. And embarrassment leads you to success. You know, yeah, you learn from failures, but you keep going and you keep putting yourself out there, you later on will be successful. Embarrassment is really good. And embarrassment is not embarrassment unless you think it's embarrassment. If you think it's embarrassment, you know what I'm saying? If you think it's something like, oh my God, like my life's over, then your life's over. But if you think like it's not, then it's not. So it's funny, but you have to cringe max. Cringe maxing is inevitable. Everybody started off with cringe maxing. Like you need a cringe max so much to the point where it's normal for you. Because once you are normal, once it's normal for you to be yourself, once it's normal for you to be heard, once it's normal for you to get attention, then success will be right there. Start cringe. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up.